What's up everybody, and welcome to Yoga with Jessie. I'm Jessie, and today we're gonna do a 25-minute yoga flow, vinyasa or power flow, good for all levels. And we're gonna get right into it. So let's go ahead. Today we're gonna start standing in mountain pose. So get to the top of your mat, go ahead and relax the arms down by your side, close the eyes, and maybe just stand at hip width level with your feet. And when you close your eyes, we're gonna run a quick scan of our entire body from the bottom of our feet all the way up to the top, feeling all four corners of the feet touching the ground. And then working up to the legs, really engaging the inner thighs here, which will then bring our glutes engaged. The core is nice and center and engaged, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the neck, and then reaching energetically the crown of the head up to the sky. Deep breath in and sigh it out. Today I invite you to reach really deeply into your senses here, so that we use all of the other senses, not just our eyes to do the practice, but can we listen to our body? Can we feel what our body's asking for? On an inhale, opening your eyes and slowly reaching the arms overhead for upward salute, slight back bend here. And on an exhale, swan dive down, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Reaching the right arm up, finding a little opening here. Come back down, reaching the left arm up and come back down. Inhale to a half lift. Really picture a teacup placed on the top of your back here so you can flatten that spine. And on an exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees a little bit as you fold and just kind of hang here on ragdoll, holding on to opposite elbows. Just to warm up the backs of the legs for a minute, shifting the weight forward, relax the neck. Swinging here, 2 more breaths. Again, enjoying the breeze. Smelling maybe the trees, the flowers around you. And exhale, let that go. On an inhale, come up halfway one more time. You could also have hands to shins. And on an exhale, fold forward. Inhale, start to come up one vertebrae at a time. Reaching the palms up at the end. And exhale, hands to prayer. Once you get here, shift your weight to the left leg. Reaching the right knee up towards the right hip. Just lifting it up for 3, 2, 1. And then kicking the leg forward for 3, 2, and 1, and bring it down, shifting the weight to the other foot. Now we're gonna reach for the left knee up towards the hip, hold it here for 3, 2, 1, and then kicking the leg, really making that prayer hand here nice and tight so that can help you maybe balance and stay centered. Bring the leg down, bring the palms up one more time overhead, and exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale to a half lift, and exhale, fold. I'm gonna do that one more time. Inhale, twist open to the right. Exhale, fold. Twist open to the left. Exhale, fold. Coming up one vertebrae at a time, and when you get to the top, reaching the palms up. Exhale, hands to prayer. Shifting away to the left leg, reaching the right knee up, hold it. Kick it forward, hold it, and bring it down. How are you doing? Shifting the weight to the left, to the right now. Left leg comes up. Hold it. Kicking it forward and hold it. And bring it down. Palms overhead one more time. Beautifully done. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. And exhale, plant the hands and the feet all the way back to the back of the mat. Find your first high plank. And from here, bringing the knees down, Lower yourself down, but keeping the arms nice and tight by your sides. Inhale, just bring the chest up, shoulder blades towards each other. Low cobra. Exhale, push yourself back to a child's pose, bringing the toes to touch. Sink the hips back. Gonna try that one more time. Come forward, staying on the knees. Lower yourself down to the mat. This time on an inhale, push yourself up all the way to a high cobra. Lower body still on the mat. And exhale, push yourself back one more time, child's pose. And then this time, come into a high plank, keeping the knees off the mat if that's available for you. Otherwise, repeat the other two. Shift the weight forward, come down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. So the lower body is off the mat, only hands and feet touch. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Maybe pedal out the feet a couple times here, pushing the floor away, really engaging the core. Help support and balance out the entire body here. Relax down, relax the neck. On an inhale, you're gonna reach the left leg up to the sky and bend it for a second. Come back to center, reaching nice and tall. Exhale, knee to nose. Reach it nice and tall. Knee to nose. Exhale, nice and tall. You know where we're going. Knee to nose, and this time step it between the hands. Plant that back foot at a 45-degree angle. And once you have those two things, coming up to warrior two or warrior one. Facing forward here. Maybe you touch the palms and arms are by the ears and you have a little back bend here if that feels good. Check with your alignment, knee to heel alignment on that front leg. You're shifting the weight towards the pinky side edge of that back foot. Deep breath. And then we're gonna reach the palms back behind us, finding a shoulder opener. Bring that left shoulder towards the inside of that left leg. And just fold forward. Relaxing the head down, bring the hips in one line. Breathe here, find that nice stretch. And then as you exhale, you're gonna plant the hands down, shifting the weight to center of the mat, and then shifting the weight back, bending that right knee. Find a side lunge. And once you're here, maybe find your balance. Test your balance if you like by bringing your hands to prayer. You could bring maybe arms back behind you. Find a little opening here, chest opener. Flex that left foot. Deep breath in. The spine is nice and tall. And then bring yourself palms back down. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. And then at this point, twist open, left arm reaches up. Check in with the hips, make sure they're still squared. It's a twist from the upper body. Breathe. Bring the palm down, beautiful. And then reaching the leg up, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Okay, this time, right leg up. Bend it for a second. Just find that little opener here on the side body. Reach the leg back up. And exhale, knee to nose. 2 more times, reach. Knee to nose. You can do this. Feels good to stretch the body. And then on this last one, step it between the hands. Plant that back foot down at a 45 and come up, warrior one. Nice. Breathing in and out. If you like that back stretch, reaching the palms towards each other. Arms by the ears, little back bend here. Feel those legs being nice and strong here, holding you in place. Try to keep those hips in one line. And then you're gonna reach the palms back behind you, interlace. And as you exhale, reach down that right elbow towards the right knee. Sink yourself down into a humble warrior. See if you can reach the arms up a little further and relax the neck a little bit further down. And just breathe and enjoy this stretch. Checking with the hips. Try to keep them squared as best as you can. Nice. Bringing yourself halfway up, plant the hands, and then just come up towards the middle of the mat and then sink yourself back down into a side lunge here. The left knee is bent, breathing, engage the core, stand up nice and tall, reaching the crown of the head overhead. If you want to do a mudra here, or maybe even reach the palms back behind you, working on prayer hands behind you maybe, if that feels good. Deep breaths. And then let that go. Come back to the front of the mat. Reaching the right arm up to the sky, the back heel's lifted. We're just twisting here, open. Again, maybe close your eyes and just enjoy the stretch. Feel the body, how strong it is holding you in place. Push the floor away and breathe, nice and slow. Every time you close your eyes, you're testing your balance a little bit more, and that's great if that feels okay. And then bring the palms down and then run through your high to low plank of choice. Could be knees down or knees up. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, everybody meet in downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And exhale, let it out. We're gonna run through that one more time. Deep breath in. And exhale, let it out. Bringing the left leg up to the sky. Knee to nose. Left leg up. Knee to nose. Left leg up. Knee to nose, and step in between, coming up into warrior one. Feel strong in those legs. Set your foundation up. Interlacing the hands behind you. Feel the shoulder open, and exhale. Sink down into your humble warrior. Reaching up with the arms. And then plant the hands. Shift the weight to the center of the mat and then to the back of the mat. Finding yourself in a side lunge here, Skandasana. Reach nice and tall with the upper body. Bring yourself back down, shift the weight back forward, and then twist open to the left side. Reaching up nice and tall with the left hand. And then plant the hands. Step back, high to low. Or if you like to meet us in downward facing dog, you're welcome to. Deep breath in. And exhale. Reaching the right leg up. Knee to nose. Right leg up. Knee to nose. One more time. Knee to nose and step in between. Plant that back foot down at a 45. Come up. Warrior one. Interlacing the hands behind the back. Shoulder towards the inner knee. Come down. Humble that warrior. Enjoy the stretch. Planting the hands down. Shift your weight to the center and then to the back of the mat. Side lunge. Find a nice stretch here in the inner part of your right leg. Planting the hands back down. Shift the weight back to the front of the mat. Open up. Nice. Reach nice and tall. Bring the hand down. High to low plank. Or meet in chaturanga. Or meet in downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Beautiful, you did it. Deep breath out. Bring the knees to the edges of the mat, the toes to touch. Sink the hips down. 3 breaths here in child's pose. You can massage the forehead. If anybody is okay with not resting here, just stretching the back, you can also wait for us in dolphin. Breathing through it. We just have one more breath. Beautiful. And then back to your downward facing dog. I bet you this one is feeling nice and restful now, this pose. Looking forward, lifting the heels, bend the knees, and step or hop to the front of the mat. On an inhale, half lift. And on an exhale, fold. You're gonna bend the knees and reach up with the hands, chair pose. Bringing your hands to prayer, hold it here. Take a couple breaths. Twisting over to the right side, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Just feel that opening in the chest. Sink the hips down a little more. If you like to go into crow pose, side crow, you're welcome to. Otherwise, the rest of us will meet you here. 2 more breaths. Come back to center. Twisting over to the left. Embrace the burn. Sink the hips. And just enjoy the view, whatever your view is. Relax down, breathe. This is how we build muscle, how we build strength. 2 more. If you went into side crow, I hope you're playing around, having fun. Come back to center and forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, plant the hands and the feet back, high to low plank. Inhale to an upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautifully done. We're gonna do that one more time. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop to the front of the mat, landing in a forward fold. Halfway lift on an inhale. And then sinking the hips down, hands to prayer. Twisting over to the left. Hands to prayer, center. Twisting over to the right. Hands to prayer, center. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, plant the hands and the feet back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Everybody meet in downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Beautifully done. I'm gonna lift the heels, land at the front of the mat one more time. And we're just sinking into a chair just for one quick breath. Sending that left leg back, find your warrior one more time. When you're here, place the hands in your waist, and then you're gonna take a baby step with that back foot. Look forward to about 1 foot in front of the mat. We're going into warrior 3. Kicking that left leg back and sinking the upper body down. Trying to get yourself into a parallel line. If you like to reach the palms back, help yourself with balance or just feel something different. Palms are down. The whole entire upper spine is stretching forward. Back body is stretching back. Big step back to warrior 2 one more time, or warrior 1, sorry. Lifting the arms up. And exhale, come down to the mat, finding your high to low plank or meet in downward facing dog. Skipping the chaturanga. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Lifting the heels, bending the knees. Step forward, front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, come to chair. Hands to prayer. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Right leg steps back this time. Coming up, warrior 1. Beautiful. Hands to your waist. Little baby step forward, looking forward. Kicking the leg back, finding that warrior 3. Try to sink yourself down, making yourself into a T shape. And then maybe bring the arms by the side. Palms are down. Deep breaths here. Focusing in one spot. Engaging the core. And then a big step back, finding yourself into a warrior 1 more time. And exhale, plant the hands. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. We all meet in down dog. Coming back to your child's pose. Knees to the edges of the mat. Touch the toes. Sink the hips back. 3 breaths here. Again, if you like to go into dolphin instead, you can be on your forearms and just resting here. Couple breaths. Beautiful. Last breath. Everybody find yourselves and meet in downward facing dog. Last one of this practice. And then listen close. You're gonna lift the heels, bend the knees, and look forward. We're all gonna land forward in a yogi squat, low squat. So landing on the edges of the mat, sink the hips down, bring yourself upper body nice and straight, pushing your knees away with the elbows, relaxing down here. If you have a block, you could sit on a block if that feels more comfortable. If you're not sinking down this low, that is absolutely okay. You could always be up here. Wherever you are, close your eyes for a second and just feel the breeze. Listen to your breath. Maybe feel your breath running up and down your body, expanding the lungs, expanding the chest, and running back down, calming the nervous system down. Can you hear the breath? One more time, can you hear it slowing down? Two breaths here. Opening up those hips, stretching the spine, and slowly, very gracefully, try to come to a seat without hands. Extending the legs out long in front of you. And then once you're there, start to come down one vertebrae at a time, coming into your back, lying on your back here, stretching back, so reach the arms back behind you, and just kind of reach the legs forward in front of you like you're just waking up in the morning, big stretch. And then hug the knees to the chest. Very nice. Hold on to that for about 2 breaths. And then before we finish, let go of the left leg and just stretch it out long in front of you. Hold on to the right knee and bring the knee to the right shoulder. So it's on the outside, so we're massaging our organs here. Engage the core, maybe flex the foot. See if you can point and flex the foot a few times while you're here. This is an active pose. Practicing our grip as well, so really interlace the fingers. 2 more, flex and point on the feet. Beautiful. And then let that leg go. Switching sides, bring the left knee to the outside of the body towards the left shoulder. Interlace the fingers and really hold on to that knee. Once you have that, relaxing the upper body and the shoulders down onto the mat, flex and point. Two more. Really reach towards that knee, reach it towards you, massaging the ascending and descending colon here. And slowly let that go. Beautifully done. And then just relaxing here for a few breaths. Hands by your side. Close your eyes. Give yourself permission to just meditate here for 5 breaths. I'm here with you. Feeling thankful for your senses. They are part of how we perceive the world, so sometimes being able to use them a bit differently is important. Maybe we need to listen more than we speak. Taking the time to just develop our senses. 2 more deep breaths here. Beautiful. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Hug your knees to chest. Keep your eyes closed here, just for a couple breaths. Maybe little circles with the sacrum one way, circles the other. And then maybe open your eyes halfway here. Start to rock and roll forward and back, massaging the spine. 2 more times. Enjoy that. And once you come up, meet me in a comfortable seat. Always practicing sitting cross-legged because it really helps. Practice it every day. 5 minutes. When you're sitting watching TV, practice sitting cross-legged. Start with maybe 5 minutes and maybe work your way up to 15. Hands to prayer. Great job today, yogis. I am so proud and very honored to guide you through your practice today. We all bow together. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, for joining me today. Again, this is Yoga with Jessie. You have your homework, practicing seating cross-legged every day for 5 minutes and work your way up to 15. Check with me next time and let me know how that's going, how your hips are feeling. Make sure you switch left and right at the top. And yeah, keep me posted. I would love to hear feedback, love to hear comments about how your body feels after the class. Maybe do it a couple times this week and mix and match with some of the other classes. Feel free to share with your friends if you feel they could really take advantage of doing this practice with you. I would really appreciate the referral, but also I'd love for other people to feel as good as you are hopefully feeling right now. Thank you for sharing the love, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.